Everyone, it's Patty from PS Paper Crafts, and I have a really simple Christmas card to make today. I'm going to be doing the 12 weeks of Christmas, so once a week I'll show a Christmas um, project, whether it's a card, a tag, a packaging. So this is very simple to make. I could see mass producing these if you had enough of these. Otherwise, you can stamp or cut out paper for the center one. So this says, "Be merry and warmest greetings of the season and every good wish for the coming year." And then I stamped a Christmas tree. So the sentiment on the outside is from this. It's every good wish. It's kind of a watercolor look, and then I use this greeting on the inside. And then the inside Christmas tree, and I'm actually going to use so this is the inside Christmas tree, and I'm going to use this "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas" on this one, and then the tree base all came from this stamp set. So this is the Christmas quilt set, and let me just show you. This is the holiday catalog, and if you go to page 4 and 5, it has all of this beautiful quilted Christmas set. So I did get the stitch felt embellishments from here. They come like this, and you get some stars and trees and some holly. And then I did get the stamp set, and then the framelits that go with it. And I'm using the paper. I got the whole Megillah. There's a embossing folder which I'll use on another project, and there's ribbon. So today I use the just the stamp set, and I also use the papers. So let me just put that aside. So the papers, they're 6x6, and they're really nice. They're really, quilty kind of look. And what I did was I took this and I just cut out the triangles. Now I would say you can come up with a pattern and cut any designer series paper or any kind of paper to make these. They're just triangles. But I thought these were cute and they matched everything, so I cut them out. So all I did was fussy cut. Easiest thing you could ever fussy cut, I think. So, short project, a lot of talking though, so let me get started on it. I'm using Real Red as a card base, and I already have that cut, and I cut out my Christmas trees already. And so this is your standard A2. It's a half of an 8.5 by 11. It's cut at 5.5 and scored at 4.25. And then the piece that I made here is 3.5 by 4.75. So it gives a nice red border around it. You can add ribbon, but I just really like this card kind of plain and simple. And then I used the trees, I stamped the bases, and then I used one of these felt embellishments. Very simple to put together. So let's get started. We'll stamp the "Be Merry" first, and I have that in Real Red to coordinate with the Real Red cardstock. So let me just ink that up, and I'm just gonna make sure it's nice and inked. Stamp it over here, kind of get a, whoops, it's upside down. It's a good thing I do that, right? So let's try that again. Sometimes if you don't practice, you end up with kind of a different look than what you were planned on. But we can always fix things, right? Because we do that. Cover up mistakes. Make it look like it was meant to be. So I think that's pretty good. So let me just, well, let's finish stamping. So the inside on this one, I'm using this other greeting, like I said. So let me get that going. I already have it mounted, and I'm doing that in Real Red as well. And I kind of like to do upper center so that you can write who it's to, and then write, a little sentiment if you want. Then I'm going to do the Christmas tree, and I have that mounted, and again, that's from this set. You can do a stitch frame around it. You could just do the triangles. You can do the outside with these instead of cutting out the paper if you didn't have the paper. So let's get this in Garden Green. I'm going to leave that open for a second. So we'll do the Garden Green, and we'll just stamp this. I love the the photopolymer stamps because they just really let you line things up perfectly. Okay, and that's it with the garden green, and that does coordinate with the paper, so that's why I'm using that. And then I'm going to do the base on the inside in red just to tie it all together, but on the outside I did them in brown. I don't know if it matters, but so that's that. Let's go back to the outside, and I'm going to just kind of line these up, see where I want them. I kind of put the bigger one down a little bit lower, and I think that looks pretty good. So what I did, and I found out there was a right side and a wrong side of this. If you look, there's a little bit of an edge, so just be aware of that. So what I did was I just moved these up a hair, and let me just wash this quick. I did these in the early espresso, the brown, to get the pots. So all I did was, let me just make sure that's clean, stamp that, stamped another one, and then I did this one a little bit down further. So I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I mean, you could probably measure it out and make it all perfect, but I don't tend to do that. I think I mess it up more when I do things like that. And then all I did was put this down with snail. There's my snail. Well, I will use fast fuse because oh, here it is. I have everything here, but I have a ton of stuff around me. If you ever saw my craft room, you would probably wonder how I can find anything. One of these days I'll clean it up. So I'm just going to put this right over it, and then I'll do this one. And I'm just putting a little snail on. And I see this one has a little bit of white on the bottom, so I'm just going to trim that off. It kind of bothers me. You probably don't even see it. And we'll put this one down. And then this felt one, I'm going to use dimensionals to pop it up a little bit. And I'll put 3 on. And again, make sure you put them on the right side of this. And that'll just adhere it nicely. It's nice and sticky to make sure the felt goes to the paper nicely. So let's take these off, and then we just have to put the pieces together on the card base, and it's done. So again, it's very easy. It's kind of clean and simple, which I like. You could put a star on top. There is a star that comes with this. You can stamp on it. There's tons of star type things if you wanted, but I did like it just kind of plain and simple. So I'm going to put this on the outside. And it's a little bumpy with that tree. So we'll just get this down here. Try to get it all centered up nicely and straight. And then I will do this one on the inside. And we are good to go here. So isn't that fun? I think I like this sentiment on the inside better than the other one. So it says, have yourself a merry little Christmas, warmest greetings of the season, and every good wish for the coming year. So you pick which one you like better. And thanks for joining. I'll be doing this for 12 weeks until Christmas, once a week, and then I'll have other projects on the other days of the week. But thanks a lot for joining. If you like this, give me a thumbs up. Take care. Bye.